Here we have a new 2024 Toyota Camry. Now this Camry comes in the XSE trim level in supersonic red, and then we have black leather interior. Sorry for the wind here, but powertrain consists of a 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6 engine, made into an 8-speed automatic transmission, giving us 301 horsepower, 267 pound-feet of torque. But to the front end here, LED headlamps, LED daytime running lights. They don't blink like that. That's just how my camera's picking them up. But a nice sophisticated front end. And I really don't think this car is in need of a refresh, but we are getting, I think it might even be a redesign for 2025. And down to these wheels here, these are 19-inch alloy. And I love that kind of matte black finish there, especially with this red. But passive keyless entry on the front two doors, power door lock controls, rear window lock, power mirror controls, one-touch automatic up and down windows on all four doors. Hood release is there. We do get a manual tilt telescopic steering wheel. And then we have our power driver's seat with two-way power lumbar support. But I have that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. So we'll check out the legroom here momentarily. But a big shout out to John Roberts Toyota here in Manchester, Tennessee, for allowing me to review this Camry today. I'll leave a link below in the description. Well, let's check out this rear legroom. So in the back seat here, sitting behind myself, almost pretty good room, but honestly, it's not too uncomfortable because the back of the seat is pretty squishy. So if my kneecaps did need to go there for whatever reason, I could do that for a little bit. Have about ½ an inch of headroom between the top of my head and that headliner. But rear AC vents are here. Now I am looking for the charge ports, which I'm not seeing any, so that's kind of a disappointment. But we do get these LED reading lights back here, which is nice. We also get the panoramic sunroof as well. But let's go ahead and make our way towards the back. Before we do that, I'm just gonna open the gas cap so y'all can see in there. It is lockable, which is nice. I feel like Toyota's the one of the few brands that has these across their best sellers. Just a lockable gas cap. A lot of people worry about getting their gas siphoned and things of that nature. So not a big issue here. But I love the back end of these. They just look so sporty, especially with this V6 having the dual exhaust. Can't wait to drive it. Let's see if we can go ahead and open the trunk. Plenty of space back here. And we can hit that latch to fold the seats down. I'll show you that in a minute. And then this one has all-weather floor mats. So I'm gonna try and reach down here, see if we can get to the spare so y'all can see that. So jacking everything there. And then there's the spare tire if you ever need that. So that is a workout, having to hold this up and hold all this other stuff up. Especially when it's 30 degrees outside, because my nose is starting to drip a little bit. But to this rear passenger side, that's how that seat folds down. You can run longer objects through the back all the way to the front there. And I hope y'all are hearing this because this wind is atrocious out here. But there's the window sticker there. Y'all can pause anywhere you need to. And for this to be a V6, pretty good gas mileage. I think 22 city and 32 highway, in my opinion, is pretty impressive. But we are pushing close to 40 grand for this car in particular. But I am glad that we get a power front passenger seat for that price point. And then the glove compartment there, owner's manuals. Love that trim. And then as we come back around to the front end, I'm gonna pop the hood, see what's underneath. And again, 3.5 liter naturally aspirated V6, 301 horsepower, 267 pound-feet of torque. Got a little dyslexic there. Let's hop in the driver's seat. Leather wrap steering wheel here. There's the horn. And to the screen here, we do get AM, FM, XM radio, along with Bluetooth audio And then Apple CarPlay, Android Auto compatibility. Pretty simple screen here. Nothing out of the ordinary. And then if you ever want to adjust your volume, you can turn up there, click to turn the audio source off, then your tune knob is there. Now with this JBL sound system, the sound can get in your face and it is very clear. And I think it's worth the extra money. I'm glad we get that on this one in particular. But backup camera, guidelines follow you, turn the steering wheel. Hazards there. Dual zone automatic climate controls are here. And to turn that auto mode off, just adjust the fan speed, and then we can adjust fan direction there. And then there's a USB A port, 12 volt wireless charging pad is here. And you can push that back, you have a little storage compartment down there. And then for the shifter, grab the lever behind, reverse neutral drive. You can manually shift here, or you have the option of using these paddle shifters behind the steering wheel. Then 3 drive modes: Eco, Normal, Sport, automatic brake hold, electronic parking brake, pull up to engage to the brake, press down to disengage. 3-stage heated front seats, bottle holders. Now for the center console cubby space, decent size, and you do get a USB-C and a USB-A charge port there. Garage door transmitter is integrated in this rear view mirror. And with the sunshade back, both the sunshade and the roof are power retractable, so that's one touch there, and that's how far it goes back. And then I'll show you how this thing closes as we take a look at the back from up here. I like how they did the vanity mirror. That light up there is LED, and then you can just shut that, and the light goes on and off with a mirror. Now to get a better view here, blinkers are here. There's auto beams there, and then high beams, or you can flash there. And then when you're in auto mode and you do that, turns on the automatic high beams. And then over here, we have our windshield wiper controls, one time off, intermittent low, high. We can adjust the intermittent here. And then radar cruise, we can turn that on or hold it to just get the constant speed control, and then cancel, adjust speed, gap adjust for the radar cruise. We can turn on the lane tracing system, and then we can decide if we want to have the lane centering, the steering assist, all of that. We can toggle that in the options menu there. And then we can go through our audio sources here, track list or radio station presets here, volume here, voice recognition, Bluetooth, and then these 4 arrows, the OK button and the back button, are to go through this digital gauge cluster we have in the center. So within here, I can go and just adjust everything, the heads-up display, gauge cluster, just how everything appears, all of that can be adjusted there. And there's the heads-up display there. Push button start. And then here's the key fob. And next, let's take this Camry XSE V6 out on the road for a test drive.